Hello, welcome to Dungeon Trolls Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. We're doing a movie review, but while I'm doing the movie review, I'm going to be playing this game, Digimon World 3. I got lost in the game. Well, I know what to do, it's just that I can't fucking get to the place I need to go. Which I could if I just load this save. But I would lose a lot of progress, so we have to backtrack. So today we're reviewing a movie that not only Hollywood, who does a movie review channel on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, who reviews mostly Asian movies, but reviews movies from around the world. Not a lot of Hollywood movies, though. And he recommended me this movie a long time ago. Couldn't find it anywhere, but I found it recently on Tubi, which is a Sony streaming service where you can watch movies and TV shows for free, and they actually have like decent stuff. Oh my god! I accidentally clicked on the Guardian to save. Fuck's sakes. So the movie we're reviewing is obviously, you read the title, Creepy, which is a 2016 film. It's qualified as a horror film, but it's more of like a thriller mystery film. It stars Hidetoshi Nishijima as Takakura, Yūko Takeuchi, I'm assuming she plays his wife. You got Teruyuki Kagawa as Nishino, Haruna Kawaguchi, don't know who plays her, who she played, and Masahiro Higashide as Nogami, who's another cop in the film, right? Which I thought he was Tatsuya Fujiwara for a second, which with just black hair, like, because he usually dyes his hair. I'm talking about the star from like Death Note live action and the Japanese version, of course, and Battle Royale, but turns out it wasn't him. So yeah. So the movie is about this former detective who quit his job because he was interrogating a psychopath serial killer who escaped and took a hostage, an old lady hostage, and like a dumbass, he turns his back on he has a criminal psychology degree, so during the hostage negotiation, he handled it wrong. I'll just say, and he gets stabbed in the back, gets injured, and quits his job not just because he got injured, but because because of his fuck up, it cost the life of the hostage, right? Which, let's be real, the cops right after the dude stabbed the guy in the back, he had the knife away from the hostage. The cops that were also there probably should have shot him then, but they wait till after he kills the hostage to shoot the guy, right? Which is like, what the fuck, Japanese police? I mean, I guess like they were afraid to hit the hostage, but they should have just been like, okay, while the guy was talking to the suspect, somebody should have went around, okay, who has the best score at who has the best score at the firing range? When you see the dude's distracted, take the shot like that. They wait till after like the dude like stabs the cop, kills the woman to shoot the guy, right? So that's one problem I have with the movie. So like after that, a year later, the guy moves to this small town out in like the boonies, right? Where he moves into a house with his wife and his dog Max, which I love the dog in the film. And I wanted to say, there's going to be spoilers in this review, by the way, because I did not like the film. Though I think the film, most people will enjoy the film. I honestly didn't like it, so I'm going to... the movie is like a 6 out of 10 online. I think that's about right. Though there is some cool shit in the film. So yeah, he moves into this new place, gets a job as teaching criminal psychology at this university, right? And he starts working on a cold case, right, with a colleague from the university, and his old detective partner Nogami hears about this and wants to help on the case too. While this is going on, his wife and him have these weird interactions with the creepy neighbor Nishino, right? And it's obviously you can tell by the title of the film that he's going to be the fucking villain, right? He's going to be the bad guy. And they even reveal this shit halfway through the film, right? And it becomes pretty obvious right away that hey, this guy is not that this guy is a creep, and he tells his wife, hey, stay away from that fucking guy, right? And his wife, who's a dumb bitch in the film, starts dating, basically is having an affair with, not having an affair, but is basically seeing the guy. We don't know if they're having sex, but the dude gets him gets her hooked on heroin or some kind of drug, right? Basically what the guy does is basically he kills people and then takes that person's place and the family, right? And that's what takes their place in the family, right? And tries to do the same thing to our main character's family. Even when after the climax of the movie, where everything is revealed, right? After everything is fucking revealed, he takes the family, has the husband handcuffed, which you would think would have the husband handcuffed for a reason, right? And takes the family to this new town where he's scoping out which new house to take, right? And he even brings Max along, who he was friendly with throughout the film, and that was one of the things I liked about the film. That okay, this guy's not at least he's not trying to kill the dog, right? He's not trying to kill the dog like most horror films, right? He's actually friendly with the dog. He actually likes the dog. But he's at the end of the movie, he's man, this dog is going to be a nuisance. Well, Max, I'm sorry, boy, we have to put you down. And he's about to kill the dog, right? Decides to get the fucking husband to do it. And the husband he gives the husband, he uncuffs him, gives him the gun. And, obviously, you can figure out what happens next, right? And it's the movie, the one guy was so smart at times, but he makes this huge, big fucking mistake, all because he doesn't like to get his hands dirty. He prefers to manipulate people into getting them to do what he wants, right? My problem with the film is that it's so unbelievable at times, man. When the one dude is trying to get the cops to help him, the main character, they immediately take Nishino's side. It's dude, this guy is a cop. This guy used to be a cop, and you're gonna take the other dude's, like, this random creepy guy who all it would take is for a background check and to compare, like, photo IDs to see, oh, this guy is impersonating another dude, right? It's like, what the fuck? And they never say, there's like a cop, like, he kidnaps the villain, kidnaps, like, the head of the police, because the head of police goes to check out the guy's place, and, like, he finds the locked room where, like, the guy holds, like members of the family that are not, like, you know, complacent to him, right? And the dude drugs him, and you never find out, okay, what happens to him. The movie just ends after, like, they just leave, right? So, I don't know, man. This movie, it's the thing where, like, it's like, I get, like, as a murder mystery kind of film, it kind of sucks because you know right away who the villain is, right? And then there's the thing where, like, if the stupid wife had just stayed away from the dude, because, like, had just stayed away from the dude, like, everything would have been fine, man. But it's like, oh my god, dude. So it was just so, it was like, the movie was frustrating to watch. And the movie's like over 2 hours long. So it's like, I don't know, man. To me, the Japanese do not handle murder mysteries or, like, you know, thrillers very well, man. And I think it has something with I don't know if this is true, but I've heard this years ago. I don't know if this is true, but, like, the Japanese don't give a shit about spoilers. So it's like the thing where, like, it could have been like, oh, they don't give a shit about spoilers, so, and, like, knowing who the villain is, I guess, makes the movie more thrilling, right? Because then, like, you have all the tense scenes where, like, the dude's, like, hanging out with the one guy's wife by himself. If I was the husband of this film, after, like, the danger had passed, I would have been like, bitch, we're done. You almost got me killed, you almost got, like, the dog killed, we're done. We're done, woman. If you had just done the one fucking thing I told you to do, we wouldn't have been put in this situation. And then there's the fucking fake daughter of the film, who's like, why the fuck didn't she help? Like, she was given a gun by the killer to go kill her mom. She could have killed her fucking mother. Sorry, not her mother. She could have killed the dude, like, earlier in the film, but didn't, right? And I know it's like, you know, like, people are gonna say Stockholm Syndrome or whatever, but it's like, dude, like, she was like, after the dude, like, killed the guy, she's, like, kicking his corpse. It's like, you fucking dumbass. You gave the guy the gun. You had him handcuffed for a reason, you retard. And she just like, okay, Max, let's get the fuck out of here. You're gonna be with me from now on. And just runs off with the dude's, like, dog. I would have been like, bitch, where are you going with my dog? It's like, get the fuck back here. Max, boy, come here. Oh, you fuck guy. Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? I don't know. I mean, there's cool shit in the movie, but it's like, I did not buy, like, there's this saying that first impressions are everything, right? So I'm supposed to believe the wife had this weird, very weird, like, first interaction with the villain, where he's like, oh man, he acted like an autistic creep, right? And she even calls, like, he's very weird and creepy and rude. I'm supposed to believe after that first, like, you know, interaction, he's able to, like, emotionally manipulate her for her to keep wanting to hang out with him. after that very creepy, like, oh my god, that was so like, the movie is just so unbelievable, man. And the Nishino guy, like, he was not, you know, he was not believable as this master emotional manipulator, right? Honestly, I and I don't know. I'm just disappointed because not. I don't know. I just did not like this film, man. If I went in like thinking it was just like a thriller, right? I I would have been like, I would have had my, like, expectations checked or whatever. But it's like, dude, this guy, the director of this film, Kiyoshi Kurosawa, is supposed to be like Japan's like fucking master, like, horror director. Like, he did famous movies like Cure, 1997, which is a great film, by the way. Great film. And he also did Pulse, which I don't like Pulse. I actually thought Pulse was very boring. And I didn't read up anything on it. I just and like the fucking I accidentally read the description while I was halfway watching the film, and it spoils the entire, like, it spoils like everything that's going on in the film. It's like, when at that point I had no idea what was going on. I just thought it was kind of like The Ring, where like people were just going on this cursed website, and like fucking weird shit happened, like, right? I didn't even know. Apparently, it was like, oh, there's like the movies, like, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But like, fuck, man. I don't know. I would say if you're check out Cure by this director, but other than that, I don't know, man. Though Cure was a fucking awesome movie. But yeah, that movie spoiled I know that movie like spoiled who the villain was right away, but there was a weird mystery part to it, because the guy's like investigating the dude's background, and like realized, like, oh, there was this weird like supernatural aspect to that film as well, where the guy learns that, like, oh, there's like fucking like there's like connections to, like, him, because the plot of that film is you have this guy who's hypnotizing people into killing themselves, right? And killing themselves, and maybe killing others or some shit. I can't remember. But yeah, there's and like the dude like the main character investigates the dude's background and realizes he's like into like weird esoteric shit, and that there might be like a weird magic background to, like, hypnotism, right? Which is hypnotism. I don't believe half the bullshit that that people say about hypnotism. I'm not saying hypnotism is not real, but I'm saying I think the people are lying about how dangerous hypnotism is. Like, people are saying, oh, like, hypnotism's like doesn't make you do anything that you wouldn't want to do. When the whole fucking point of hypnotism is they're tricking you into doing shit, right? Like, that's the whole point, right? That you wouldn't normally do. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was a little disappointed by this film, but I think overall it does some cool shit. Like the way the killer disposes of the bodies, like he vacuum seals them. So I guess which I don't know what the point of the vacuum sealing is, because if it's to get rid of the smell, like, we know that doesn't work, because when Nagomi goes in the abandoned house and he finds the dead bodies, like, he was like covering his nose because like the house smelled like really bad. So obviously vacuum sealing the corpses did not get rid of the smell, or maybe like I don't know, who knows. Yeah, but like honestly, dude, like if I were to give this movie a rating, I would say it's a 6 out of 10. But like the movie, dude, the movie's hard to watch. It's so boring and it's frustrating to watch at times because it's like you have like these characters make dumb decisions, right? Like I know like drug addiction's like really bad and all. Like drug addiction makes people do really dumb, horrible shit. But I'm supposed to believe you get hooked on heroin and then you're willing to kill people, kill people just to get your next shot or whatever, and kill like people like closest to you, betray people like betraying people closest to you. I get, but like to the point where like I don't know, like killing loved ones for your like I'm supposed to believe someone's gonna kill somebody. Someone's hooked up fucking heroin and they're willing to kill somebody they love for a complete stranger just to get their next shot. It's like, what the fuck? Are you joking? Oh my god. Well, that's all I have to say for this movie. Yeah, no, not only Hollywood. If you watch this, yeah, it's the movie. I think the movie. I don't know. If I didn't go in thinking it was going to be a murder mystery, which obviously you can tell by the title it's not, but I don't know, man. I just thought the movie would be better than it was, right? Well, well that's it for this video, guys. Peace. Oh, if you're not sub to Not Only Hollywood, check it out. He has he has pretty entertaining reviews, and he's like um, he's like shown me movies, and like really good movies I normally wouldn't watch, like that one Kaishi movie, that Indian action movie. I never watch Indian movies, but like yeah, he recommended that one, and that movie was actually pretty awesome. I think that Kaishi was the name. Yeah. Well, that's